Hey, hey everybody. You know, I'm out here walking with a llama, and she's taking me for a walk actually. You know, I wanted to get on here because I know what it's like. I am living it right now. I know what it's like, catch my breath, to get in a rut and then have to start all over again. And that's where I am. You guys, I was walking, almost running, trotting, jogging about 5 miles every other week. I'm sorry, every other day. Every other day. So I was walking about 15 miles a week before my little rut, and now I'm having to start all over again. And you know what? That's okay. I keep looking back to see if anybody's wondering who I'm talking to. So, in the woods by myself. But yeah, I like coming here in this park, just regrouping, reconnecting to my soul, because I feel like I have detached myself from my goals and what I want to do. And yeah, I have done that. Okay, so I walked a little bit more. I'm out of breath. Before, when I would walk, I had to walk and get up to the point where I wasn't out of my breath. Even little Emma, she's out of her breath, and that breaks my heart. I mean, it's funny how you think of like your pets and things like that, your children, before you think of yourself. And I do that all the time. I found myself not taking care of myself and not doing the things that is going to keep me here on this earth. But I'll bend over backwards to do something for somebody else or something else, like my dog, my child. How our mind works like that. It's like just ignore what's going on in here. So it's almost like you ignore what's going on in your inside because it hurts too much to face it. And I think I've done that. I've just come to the point where it's just, I look at myself of what I become, and just internally and externally, I look at myself, I'm kind of in a disgusted mode. Not so much internally, because I like who I am, but it's almost like those go hand in hand, and if you don't have both of those in check, then they kind of mess with each other. So my body, what I look like, is kind of messing with my mind, and I'm not able to get to my goals with it. So yeah, you guys gotta see this. It's so gorgeous. Camera around. Look at this forest. There's little Emma. Say hi, Emma. See, her skin condition's getting a little bit better. Well, a lot better. She was a mess. But yeah, there's a little creek back there. See it back there? A little creek. This whole area is just kind of one canopy of trees. In the wintertime or the summertime, it gets really hot in here. Not so much in the shade, but it gets pretty hot. But it's so gorgeous. It helps you reconnect to everything. You know, and I know it kind of sounds crazy, you know, think that way, but you know, it really does. Getting outside and enjoying the weather. So today's eating, I started out great, and I mean fantastic. I ate some salad from the garden. I had 2 eggs this morning with the salad, with some sauerkraut. I eat sauerkraut probably every meal. I love it. But yeah, started out great, and then boredom set in, and yeah, boredom, you know, that B word, set in. And I started looking around the house, seeing what I could munch on or snack on. And what I reached for, you know, those they call the Keto Crunch chocolate. That's almost like a, look at this. Isn't that cool? In loving memory of Lynn Winston. And it's got a bird on it that's engraved. She must have really liked birds. But we're going to sit here for a minute with Lynn. I'm sure her spirit's here somewhere without Mr. Spider. Anyway, but I wanted to just kind of go into what's going on. So with this YouTube channel, part of the reason, another reason, not only was I in a rut, a big rut, I just felt like I had to entertain you guys to the point of no return. You know, like put on a show with my YouTube channel. And you know what? I've gotten to the point where I really don't care anymore. Like, I care about you guys, but I don't care about the channel in general and how it looks. So in other words, I just don't care what, if people want entertainment on here. It's my journey, and I'm just kind of telling you what's going on. Somebody had mentioned, you know, Tony, share with us the good, the bad, the struggles, challenges, and everything you went through. And I totally agree with her, Vicki. I totally agree with you. And I'm going to start doing that, because I just feel like, so one of my struggles, and I'm sure you guys have done this, one of my struggles is just now there was two guys walking down this trail there, and I was like, oh God, I don't want them to look at me. Please don't look at me. Just don't, you know what I mean? Not that I want them to look at me, because I don't see myself as like good looking or anything. So I just kind of it's like to a point where I just don't want anybody to look at me. It's almost like I don't look at anybody anymore, like in the eye. And lately here, I can't go anywhere. I'm serious. And I'm not saying that to be like, you know, to toot my horn or anything like that, because I'm not. I try to avoid, since I've gotten this big and obese, because I am obese. For my size, I'm 5'4". I'm currently 214 pounds. Actually, no, that's my scale at home. That's my lie scale. I actually weigh 219 pounds. I'm getting back up near the 220s. And I was down to the lower 200s before. And now I'm getting close to the 220s again. And I can totally see it in my face. I can see it in my body. But I cannot, to get back to the story, get sidetracked. I cannot go to the store. I can't go to, well, any store or anywhere without somebody striking up a conversation, which is kind of strange. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I have this welcoming face or something like that. And then I sit there and I'm spending like a half hour goes by and I'm still talking with this person, finding them so interesting. And it's almost like I have been in this hiding place behind this weight for so long that I have actually become isolated and antisocial. I don't know about you, but yeah. With this weight messes with you, man. It's like it messes with your confidence, your self-esteem, so you don't feel like you could even carry on a conversation with anyone. But now I don't know what it is. I feel like, I mean, I am gaining weight. Well, I'm starting to lose it again, but I've gained weight. And I don't know what it's just, anyway. So like a half hour later, I'll be talking to these people still and enjoying the conversation and finding myself going, God, I have missed so much of my life. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. But I have really, seriously have missed so much because I felt like I had to hide myself in my house because I'm just like, and it gets lonely being like that. It comes all of a sudden. It creeps up and you don't even know anymore what happened. And suddenly you're sitting on your couch. I got so stuck on the couch, and 10 years later, you're still on that couch. It's almost like you've been sitting there non-stop. You come home from work. You work all day. You have a miserable job. It's not fulfilling. You eat all day because you have to go to lunch, don't you? And then you eat. And then you come home. And your routine is, you come home, you either stop at a restaurant, and you have your little table set up in front of your TV, and you sit down, you eat, you get tired, you go to bed, you wake up, you do the same exact things. You have your shows that you watch, you have them recorded, you have, all of this. And I'm not saying that recording your movies and all that stuff is a bad thing. It's the fact that the same routine every single day is what I did. And it became such a habit, such a scary habit, that even thinking about getting up off the couch to go exercise or for a walk is such an effort, and I would talk myself out of it. I would say, I really need to go, I need to really go for a walk. And then you sit there, you get on the computer, and it's like an hour later, and you're like, oh, it's already dark. So you self-sabotage so much, and you lose so much of yourself doing that. So that's why I think a journal of some kind, or even a silly piece of paper right next to your couch, your chair, your table, is so important. Oh my God, I can't tell you how important that is. Just to write down what you're going through and how you're going to fix it. And I know sometimes it may feel like it's just you just can't fix it. And you're going to be like this for the rest of your life. Believe me, I have been like that. I have been there. I have stayed there. I have slept there. Grinded there. I have concreted my butt into that chair so hard. And all that I'm doing is sitting there eating my feelings away. And I'm not actually eating the feelings away. It's just more like a temporary comfort. And that's all it is. And then you start to feel bad after you eat all that food. And you start to feel like, God, why did I do that? Why did I just do that? I know why I did that. Well, it's over now. It's done. Nothing I can do about it. New day. Now, to fix it, and it's not going to happen overnight. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to go through these little ups and downs, big up and downs, things that you never even thought of. You're going to go through those, and you're going to cry, and you're going to laugh, and you're going to say to yourself, how in the hell did I get like this? Where did what point, where did it happen? And you will find out things about yourself that you didn't even know. You will find out how strong you are, how resilient you are. You're going to find out how much strength you have inside of you that you can bring out. I promise you. I promise you. And I hope I don't sound preachy, because I did not want to sound like that. So I'm not going to do this channel anymore where I feel like I got to entertain and like bring all these like silly things into the camera. But I wanted to share that with you guys. You have so much strength in you that you can start with little steps. That's what I've had to do, with little steps. And I know those little steps may seem frustrating, but it's the only way that I could find out and muster up how to do this, is to do little steps. And like right now, I'm on this walk. It may not be a big walk, maybe just a mile or even a half mile. At least I'm out of the house, off that couch, and in the fresh air, regrouping, restarting. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Wonderful day. I'll see you on the next one.